Tyson Fury responds to Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder's allegations of cheating. He says multiple things in the presser. We're going to review some of that in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you guys come in, smash the like button. Listen, I don't know how you guys got and arrived to this video and found my video, but somehow, some way, you did it. You made it. Appreciate you. And you guys can encourage others to find the same content that you found with a free gesture. Takes a few seconds of your time. Throw a like on the video. Goes a long way when you guys do that. Can't thank you enough. It is fight week. Wilder versus Fury. Oh my God. Now, we're going to review some of the press conference because a lot went on, a lot was said. Definitely a fun press conference. I'm ready to get this show on the road. We got a couple more days. Friday is the weigh-in. Come back to my channel for the Boxing Eagle watch party. But namely, and I got several videos that I'm going to get out, so make sure you guys subscribe to my channel between now and the fight. I got several videos that I plan on getting out regarding this topic. Tyson Fury and the whole situation with cheating. Did he cheat? There's a lot of speculation on him cheating. And me personally, I don't like the way he responds to these questions. He says he doesn't care. And then later in this press conference, he said, yeah, I did cheat. And the thing that's weird about Tyson Fury is he's a walking contradiction. It's like he's constantly saying one thing and then saying another. And for some odd reason, and I think we all know, I've talked about it on my channel, but I'll let you guys say it in the comment section, Tyson Fury is seemingly exempt from follow-up questions. Like, how can you say thing A and then the next day say thing B, and these are polar opposites? And no one seems to apparently see this but me. Like I just said, in this press conference, he literally says he doesn't care about the cheating allegations. And let's listen to what he said. Roll the clip.
I don't care because obviously it's coming from an unwell person. He accused me of everything, accused his team, his trainer, the suit, injuries.
Now, I made a video, and I'll try to put a card at the end of this video. Please, 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 I spent some time on that video. Check out that video. The video is about the psychology of Tyson Fury and why I believe that Tyson Fury is a narcissist. It's in-depth. It's based on things I just watched the video. That's all I could say. But if you watch that video and then come back to this, you'll probably have a better understanding of what it is to be narcissistic or to be a narcissist. So please, you might want to even pause this video and fast forward to the end and watch the narcissist video. Now, one of the things with narcissistic personality traits is deflection, projection, and never really taking accountability for things you've done. And I notice a pattern with Tyson Fury. And I'm not a psychologist, but I am interested in the field of psychology. You know, even in college, I love psychology courses that I was taking, right? So I've done some reading, blah, blah, blah. I watch a lot, you know, feed my brain, if you will. And what I've noticed with Tyson Fury, nearly every time, like I really want to say 10 times out of 10 times, since the second fight primarily, every time you ask Tyson Fury about the cheating, he never gives you a simple no answer. It's either a deflection or he says something that seems extreme and it almost seems like larger than life, like an exaggeration. But I think he really actually cheated. And because he's saying a couple of exaggerations with it, people are just thinking like, oh, he's making a mockery of the question or he's just joking. But I think deep down inside, Tyson Fury knows what he did. And Wilder pretty much said this much in the press conference. He says, I don't really have to say anything. You can look and see, and your eyes aren't deceiving you. Look at Tyson Fury's gloves. Look at just look at deeper circumstantial evidence. The fact that Tyson Fury was never regarded as this monstrous knockout puncher, and that's all his team is talking about. You don't just grow power overnight. So what gives? He's been 6'9". He's been a clever boxer, but he was never like, let's say the Klitschko fight. He wasn't just walking Klitschko down. He was doing a million feints, similar to what he did in the first Wilder fight. And again, back to the narcissistic personality trait that I believe that Tyson Fury suffers from. Just pay attention. He never, ever will answer the question direct. And I think that's a testament to something, right? Ask him about the cheating. He say, yeah, I cheated, or I'm going to bring a baseball bat. I'm going to get brass knuckles. I'm going to dip my hands in glue glass. And he says all this over the top stuff, acting like he's being sarcastic, but he knows what he did in those Wilder fights. Or right here in this portion, he's deflecting. He was asked directly about these allegations. He said he doesn't care. And then he starts going on to JD's and saying that Wilder made all these other excuses. What about you cheating? What about that? Why can't he stay focused?
I don't care, because obviously it's coming from an unwell person. He accused me of everything, accused his team, his trainer, the suit, injuries. Who else did he accuse?
Narcissistic personality. If you listen to everything he just said, that's why I said, please watch that first video. Everything he said was a deflection back to Wilder. We're asking about, did you cheat? Because keep in mind, it is not just Wilder who has accused Tyson Fury of tampering with gloves. He was in the Christian Hammer fight, and the referee clearly seen something wrong with his gloves. This is all documented, right? Nicholas Asbury was a sparring partner that Fury used for multiple camps, and it ended on bad terms when Asbury officially bailed and left the camp because he said Fury was using tampered gloves with no padding. So it's not just Wilder. This is what we have to understand. And you listen, him being asked about cheating, he never just outright denies it and say, oh, I would never cheat. That's against my religion to, falsify things, or I couldn't live with myself if I knew I cheated somebody over because I'm a noble, honorable person. He never says that. It's either this sinister joke about heinous stuff and yeah, I cheated and blah, 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 blah. Or it's a deflection like this. This literally has nothing to do with it. He's talking about JD's and Wilder excuses. What about you cheating?
He accused me of everything, accused his team, his trainer, the suit, injuries. Who else did he accuse? Oh, the Athletic State Commission of Nevada, they were in on it as well, the referee.
Classic
whoever
deflection.
else. Maybe if you'd come out with one of these excuses, then it would have been believable, but not 50 of them. Come on. And he can believe what he wants. What it tells me is that he's a weak.
See?
Come on.
And imagine if somebody accused you of doing something that you absolutely would not or could not do. It's out of your character. Like someone said you were dating a minor, just something crazy. Would that be your response? He can believe whatever he wants. Just ask yourself these basic questions. If you were being accused, the cops accused you of murdering somebody, and you would never murder your girlfriend, and she ends up being murdered, and they're looking at you as the number one suspect, would you say, oh, y'all could believe whatever you want? It doesn't seem likely if you really were trying to clear your name.
Whoever else. Maybe if you'd come out with one of these excuses, then it would have been believable, but not 50 of them. Come on. And he can believe what he wants. What it tells me is that he's a weak, mental little person who I'm going to knock spark out on Saturday night. I beat him the first time after 3 years out the ring.
See, he's just searching for things. And he keeps, I don't know what it is, ever since he teamed up with Sugar Hill, they're talking like he's Rambo. He's like, I'm going to knock him Spark out. Name somebody elite that Tyson Fury has knocked Spark out. Spark out means like Dillian White getting knocked out by Povetkin. That's Spark out. When you knocked out Wilder, it was on his worst night. It was a technical knockout by a corner stoppage. They threw in the towel. That's not knocking someone out cold. So it's like, when did Tyson Fury become this renegade commando Rambo style fighter? It is extremely weird, but I'll continue talking about it.
Arc out on Saturday night. I beat him the first time after 3 years out the ring. Quite comfortable, actually. He won 2 rounds for 12-rounder. I absolutely obliterated him in the rematch.
He said he beat him 10 rounds to 2. Not even realistic. He didn't do anything for the first 4 or 5 rounds.
For 12-rounder. I absolutely obliterated him in the rematch. He didn't even...
And he just completely, I'm telling you, pure narcissist. He said, I beat him quite comfortably in the first fight. He doesn't make any mention of him being knocked unconscious in the first fight. He said he beat him quite comfortably. What about the fact that you didn't really throw much offense for the first 4, 5, 6 rounds, and you were knocked down twice and knocked unconscious? Again, a narcissist is always looking to point the finger. I told you guys. You guys got to understand psychology.
Win any of the rounds. And in this third fight, I just see much more the same. In fact, he's even copying me. Look, he's got no T-shirt on today. He learned that from me. I'm famous for wearing no shirt in press conferences and having no shirts on. This guy's copying me all the time. And I know I'm an inspiring person and everybody wants to be like T. But, you know, it's supposed to be Bronze Bomber. Do your own thing. Stop copying the Gypsy King. And listen, I hope you got your excuse book ready, Dosser. And what's he doing here? He should have had the sack as well, JD.
Look,
because
all over the place. This is where it got cringeworthy and embarrassing. Tyson Fury says he created wearing no undershirt, and he's known for that, and Wilder's copying his style. Weird. And then he's in the middle of that rant, he started talking about, it just looked like nervous energy, people. And he started talking about, what is JD is doing here? He saw me hands getting wrapped. Why didn't he get fired?
Won 2 rounds for 12-rounder. I absolutely obliterated him in the rematch. He didn't even win any of the rounds. And in this third fight, I just see much more the same. In fact, he's even copying me. Look, he's got no T-shirt on today. He learned that from me. I'm famous for wearing no shirt in press conferences and having no shirts on. This guy's copying me all the time. And I know I'm an inspiring person and everybody wants to be like T. But, you know, it's supposed to be Bronze Bomber. Do your own thing. Stop copying the Gypsy King. And listen, I hope you got your excuse book ready, Dosser. And what's he doing here? He should have had the sack as well, JD. Because if Mark Brilliant was doing it, he was in on it as well because he was in the changing rooms. Watch my hands get wrapped. I want to know what you got to say, JD. You was there. You on the conspiracy as well.
This is where it got really embarrassing. I guess he's trying to make a spectacle of JD's and saying, why is he still here? And you see how quiet it is in the room and nobody's really reacting to it. And he's like, hey, like it. And I think this is why Bob Arum was mad post-fight and why he claimed that the host, Kate Abdo, was being impartial to his fighter because his fighter was looking foolish.
It's supposed to be Bronze Bomber. Do your own thing. Stop copying the Gypsy King. And listen, I hope you got your excuse book ready, Dosser. And what's he doing here? He should have had the sack as well, JD. Because if Mark Brilliant was doing it, he was in on it as well because he was in the changing rooms. Watch my hands get wrapped. I want to know what you got to say, JD. You was there. You on the conspiracy as well.
We are going to bring trainers up.
She just said we are going to bring trainers up. So, yeah, I thought Tyson Fury bombed. It's like a comedian telling jokes and you look in the crowd and everyone's face is just like no laughter, no chuckling, no smiles. It's just all your jokes is flat. So I can't wait for Saturday night. I do believe Tyson Fury is a narcissist. Notice and study. Just don't take my word for it. Listen to what I've laid out in this video and look at the psychology of what I'm saying. And if you pay attention to just watch different Tyson Fury interviews, he doesn't like being asked about the cheating. And then if you do, it's either a sarcastic, over the top, yeah, I'm cheating type of comment, or he'll deflect like he's doing here, as I've illustrated in this video. Can't wait for this fight to be over. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know how I did in this video. Subscribe for the latest and greatest in boxing. And we working. You tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster.